nutshell.
Yeah, we'll leave it alone there.
Okay.
Live for the final panel of the day, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time here at the Pittsburgh Gaming Expo. And John Riggs joined us here.
I am, yeah. Look at this.
Look at this. He got
Snuck
away
from my
booth.
table. Yeah, well, yeah. I snuck away from my booth to play some video games for a couple hours in the other in the other room.
Well, you were one that you took us in, and let's talk about this really quick.
Oh, love to.
We have from RetroWare Games. I'm a big Castlevania fan. John goes, oh, well, you got to check out this game. What? The Transylvania Adventures of Simon Quest.
That's right.
And they have other games, right?
RetroWare does. Iron Meat was just released. They're doing this one. There is a Toxic Crusaders game coming out very soon as well. And they've worked on a couple of other games kind of under their Screenwave Media banner. But, yeah, this one, I mean, an Iron Meat's fantastic, but I'm such a big Castlevania fan that when I heard that there was a game, first of all, not the fact that it's just like a Castlevania ripoff, but the fact that it's called the Transylvania Adventure of Simon Quest. Yeah. I was like, I don't even know how you can get away with that.
Yeah.
But I'll take it. You know, it's not me getting in trouble. I'm just here to play it.
All right. We had fun. We went and played. Did you get to go over there and check any of those games out from those guys? They're like right in the arcade game.
Okay.
Oh, right, arcade area.
Yeah.
They were kind enough. They put it up on the TV. You were there. We had a lot of fun with it.
Sure.
Oh wait, Brian, is your mic on? No, he's number 6. Now Brian's on.
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Don't be like Johnny and not say nothing.
He'll be doing sign language.
Sign language, that's right.
But they did say next year that's going to be ready. I can't wait for that as well. That's going to be a lot of fun. We had
It's what Konami should have been doing for years.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I agree.
It's nice to see these developers doing some of these games that are what we like. You know, the side-scrolling platform.
Well, and that's the beautiful thing is if Konami or Capcom or even Nintendo aren't making the games that you want them to make, there's going to be some indie developer who will step right up and will make something that's, you know, they have to call it a love letter, they have to call it an homage, but, you know, sometimes they're just as good. So,
yeah.
Well, let me ask you,
close your eyes.
because I asked all these guys, did you find anything interesting here in your limited time of walking around? Did you see anything that jumped out at you that you were like, dude, I want that?
Starting with me, I suppose?
Yeah. We'll hit you up.
Yeah, you know, this is my second time here at the Pittsburgh Gaming Expo. Always have a great time. I mean, I say always, my second time. I could see myself coming back again as well. But I love just the variety. Every convention's a little different. Every convention has their own vibe going on. You know, the Game On Expo in Phoenix, one of my favorites. It's video games and also a lot of anime, a lot of art as well. You go to places like the Utah Retro Game Expo, which I love that one. And you'll see a lot of video games, and you'll see a lot of like 80s toys too. I'll find more loose Transformers, Voltron, GoBots, Mask. Wonderful to see there. It's such a good show. But this one, there's a lot of like the tabletop, the board games. I've seen more board games here than any other show. All the Dungeons and Dragons things, and the fact that it's at a convention center, and most convention centers don't allow like outside food in a way. And I'm not talking about like, you know, bringing in McDonald's or something. But some of the vendors out here, like we have this fudge shop with snacks. There's somebody over there selling exotic beef jerky. You can get like kangaroo jerky down the way. I loved the nitroglycerin ice cream that they'll make right in front of you. I think it's just the coolest thing ever. I've never seen that before.
That was the ice cream that when you asked me what it was,
Okay.
my wife wanted to grab some, so she did. So it tastes almost like, that's why you like it. It tastes like frozen cereal.
You know, maybe you're right. I think
I said to my wife, I was like, we just paid for cold cereal.
I'm down for that too.
That was good.
You know, that's all right. That's fine by me. But for the most part, again, I live in the Pacific Northwest, so anytime I can come out to the East Coast, I don't know if you consider Pittsburgh the Eastern time zone. We'll call it that.
Right.
Well, anytime I can come out to the Eastern time zone, it's a good look for me and gives me a chance to hang out with some of the other content creators that live out this way too, that maybe don't have the means or ability to come to like the Portland Expo or something.
Right. I'm just glad we didn't have to call on you when he met Mark Bussler, because I thought we were going to have some.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
you might have to escort him or something. Out of there.
He would have just had to put his hand on my shoulder and said, "That's enough. I respect John enough to go, okay, I'll leave Mark alone."
Right. If you've ever seen a dude who's legit 7 feet tall, fangirl over someone, yeah, it was a wonderful experience to be, on my side of the moderation table with Dr. Scott on the other side, drooling a little bit, I might add. I don't know.
I believe that. That's-
I love you, Mark.
No, and Mark he's such a cool guy, so down to earth. And what a wonderful experience, because he does not do conventions, but the fact that he was at this convention, it helps that he lives, in town. It was cool to see. So.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
That we were predicting that you were going to lose yourself. So it's nice to hear that report from John that didn't happen.
Well, he's not Peter Weller. I met Peter Weller. Did I ever tell
here
you
we
that I
go.
met
There
Peter
we go.
Weller?
We just heard this story like 3 hours ago.
We can't have
did
an
I tell you
episode
that?
without that being brought
Peter
up.
Weller, huh?
I keep forgetting.
He knows it by heart now, right? This is like the third time you've heard it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll have to get a tattoo that says everybody knows that I've met Peter Weller.
Well, hey,
That would be
you get
hilarious.
tattoos
And-
down at
and-
the end here.
And
I think the producers here over there, they're even like, yes, we
Well,
already heard the Peter Weller story.
there'll probably be a
Move on.
restraining order from Dr. Peter Weller telling me to not talk about it anymore. So, but anyway.
All right, so
On that
Marcus, you picked up something you got sitting here. Looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, what'd you get?
Ooh, it's like a pickup video.
Yeah. So,
Well, he has it here.
Well,
Wow.
Before we have the chance to post our own, right?
Reggie's not
much.
here.
Yeah. You'll have to get him back next year, hopefully.
so this is Nintendo Power Collector's Special official guide to Mario, and it's graded.
Ooh.
6.5. I'm trying to, which camera?
The camera with
That
the
one?
red.
Right
Yep.
there.
It's got a little tally in it.
That's
So-
just beautiful.
And
It's
got
really
it for
nice.
a great price for the vendor right here on the corner.
Oh, that's a good dude.
Nice.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Nice.
He has a lot of great stuff. We were talking about him earlier. So
Yeah,
shout
that's
out
cool.
To him. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we were seeing some of them, like we were sitting here, and John and I were just saying, I was like, I might go over and look at it. Not that I'm into collecting graded stuff, but
Right.
it's just kind of cool to have it.
Well, I never even thought about grading magazines.
Right.
That's a
You know,
good
and
point,
it's been going on for a while. I mean, I always talk about grading comics and all that, and of course, video games in our area. But yeah, same with you. It's like, it'd be cool if you collect all the Mario games, or you collect all the Castlevania games, or something like that. They have. Maybe it's not Nintendo Power, but I think they had like a Game Pro or something or EGM that had like Castlevania 4 on the front. So.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
But like we said, if it's Castlevania 2 or something, what is it, issue 2?
Yeah, I think if you're looking for the Castlevania 2 Nintendo Power, I think that is the second issue of Nintendo
It's
Power.
like a couple $100, and then you grade it on top
Yeah,
of-
maybe
it's
depending
gonna
on the
hurt.
quality.
It's
or
gonna hurt.
Yeah.
We're just gonna say it's gonna hurt.
Right.
But this the first day, it's been super packed.
Yeah.
Been very good.
It's a lot of
Yeah,
movement.
nice and consistent.
There's
Our buddy Cole.
Hey, Cole.
No, Colt.
He's running. He's hiding. He's
Yeah.
got food or something.
Yeah, he's on a mission.
Mad squirrels in a bag.
You said you had a lot of people moving back and forth. There's a lot of people.
It was,
In the
yeah,
area.
and that's the kind of convention I like. And this is, and I love the bigger, and I'm going to say bigger shows when I'm at this one, like the Too Many Games, like Midwest Gaming Classic, like Portland Retro Gaming Expo. But this is about the right size of a show for me. It's not super overwhelming. Huge arcade section. They bring in a lot of musical musical artists as well. A lot of bands come in. Not every convention does that, so it's just nice to see. It's a nice mix, and in a nice area of town too. There's like all of there's convenience around. There are some great shows out there that are in the middle of nowhere. So it's like once you're there, buddy. You ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting to come
Right.
down to like I used to live on the eastern side, so I was used to Philadelphia. So coming out here to Pittsburgh, it's like you get scared a little bit. You're just kind of like, but we're on the outskirts. We're
Yeah.
good. Brian says we're safe. So
We saw people last night like walking around on the sidewalk
Yeah.
in public at night.
They
I
don't
was
do
like,
that up there?
You wouldn't do that. Well, I mean, you do it once.
yeah, I didn't know. So they don't do that up over in Washington.
Yeah, I mean, in my town maybe a little bit,
Oh,
but
just safer, yeah. Not
but
Seattle.
you wouldn't. You not if you can avoid it. You know what I mean.
Oh,
Depends on where. I mean, you could say the same thing for any town, really.
so
but-
John's saying basically, if you're thinking of moving to
Yeah.
Washington, okay, don't because the crime is high. And no, he's not saying that. What about you? Anything interesting in the last couple hours?
Well, the arcade. I mean, I actually had a chance to go into the arcade and really look all the way around.
That's right. You were
and
playing
wow.
DDR.
Yeah. Well.
Oh,
You didn't record that?
on his hands, but you know.
Well, if you'd like me to play it tomorrow, I will show you how terribly somebody can play it. and you may use it every time you wish on a video to show a fool playing DDR.
Oh, we're going to show it to Peter Weller's what we're going to
Dead or alive, you're playing DDR with me. I did pick up. There was a couple booths that I missed. I don't know how. I thought I'd gone up and down every single aisle, and I did pick up Soul Calibur 5, which I did not own. So that completes all the Soul Calibur games for me. So, yay.
Awesome.
Very good. What about you, Brian? I know you were itching to get on DDR, but then he was like, the knee. It's
Yeah.
mine. I just can't do the knee.
No, you will not see me on DDR here at all.
You can use your hands.
I never didn't really pick up anything additional, but kind of like what you said, RetroWare stuff. I mean, great games there. I plan on probably downloading a few on the Switch here when I get home to play. And when I was in the arcade area a little while ago, my time's off right now, but at one point, Danimal Cannon was playing, and never heard of him before. And he was good. I liked what he was doing.
Nice.
So.
Awesome.
Let's confirm this, too, because John said something to me because of some of the physical editions you can't get these, but you can get the Iron Meat for $10 on Switch, or it's whatever the price is.
It's something like
digital.
that. Yeah, a couple of those games will be available digital now, up front, but then physical copies coming soon. I believe Iron Meat will probably be through Premium Edition games. I love the work that they do. And there will probably also be like the collector's edition that comes with like the book and the manual and a gun. I don't know, whatever. A hunk of a T-bone steak.
All that stuff.
Maybe some meat.
Something with Iron Meat. Yeah, a car part. I don't know. Well,
anything you put on a shelf, right?
Here's a hamburger.
That's right.
Delicious.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that when I get home and add it to.
Yeah, it's
long
worth checking
list.
out. If you love Contra 3, I think you're really going to like Iron Meat. And wonderful animation sequence in the beginning, and I like the fact that it's like they're kind of organic machines in a way. You'll see it. You'll see it when you see it.
That now, like earlier, you guys heard me say like I thought it was more like a Metal Slug, but then after I saw more of it.
Right.
I understand where the Contra 3 comes because there's a lot of up and down to it. It's not just side.
Right. Yeah,
there's like Metal Slug is.
For sure. A little bit of that. I mean, the great pixel art, great soundtrack as well. And then, like Contra 3, where you have two different weapons. You can, keep your spread shot, but then bank it, and then grab the laser or something like that, too. And a lot of weapons to choose from. Yeah. Iron Meat.
It's Lady R2.
Mrs.
Oh.
R2. There we go.
That's right.
Special guest.
Look at that. Whistling around.
Look at that.
Those are awesome. Oh, there she comes.
Well, hello, sweetheart.
Are you here for a candy bar?
I think I was going to say.
Go to a good cause.
I don't know if robots can eat chocolate. It's like dogs, you know.
I think
Might shut down after you feed too many of them, so let's get R2 away from the chocolate there.
I'm just mesmerized.
Yeah, it's so good. I love it whenever the 501st at any convention and they bring
there it goes.
Yeah, all the cosplay and they bring their own kind of droids walking around. I think it's so cool.
Is C3PO around, or maybe TC-14? Either of them? I mean, they didn't accompany.
He's saying
you?
no. She's saying no.
Nope.
Aren't you glad you don't have to deal with their stuff this weekend? I mean, come on. We're going to die.
Look at that. Giving you the side eye as it's rolling away there. You like that?
We do that too,
I recognize that.
We're doomed. Whatever.
Yeah. The free play section not only has the arcades, but I love the consoles that they have there. They actually had a Typing of the Dead out for display. So if you've never played Typing of the Dead, never even heard of it, there's a few people that say, I've never heard of Typing of the Dead. But for the Dreamcast, it's like House of the Dead, the zombie shooting game. But you shoot with your keyboard. It comes with a keyboard, and you literally have to type the words as the zombies are coming towards you. And it's such a fun game. And
awesome.
It's one of those experiences that maybe you've heard of it, but you don't have the keyboard controller or something like that. So I love coming out to shows like this because sometimes it's like maybe you've seen it in a video, but you've never actually played a Vector X.
Right.
You know? So it's fun to see what they have there at shows too.
And that was something I was thinking about, trying to run a camera over there.
Oh, sure.
It was challenging enough to get it up there.
Oh, right. Well,
But we got it up there.
Yeah.
So,
but to bring the Vector X out here?
Oh no, I meant to run the camera back there. So
I
we
see.
Could see.
I was like, you could grab the Vector X and bring it out here. I'm sure. Depends on how fast you can run, but
I'll tell him. I'll go back and tell Brian. I'll say, John said I can go back and get,
sure.
Get the Vector.
I've heard that once or twice.
But I know we're doing this as a wrap up for the day. But honest to God, this is far from done for today. Like, this is going to, what, 11:30 tonight?
11:30, midnight, somewhere in there, and then we're going to do it all over again tomorrow. That's
All
right.
over.
Yep.
The sheer willpower of these people. God bless them. Love
right.
it.
Yeah, everybody will go out, we'll get dinner, and then we'll come back and play some games or something, do
that's
whatever.
right.
It'll be interesting to
Oh,
see.
Boba Fett's coming. Hide me.
Oh, no. Do you have a bounty out for you? What are you doing here?
Just don't do what Johnny's did and call him something incorrect.
You're going to have to wear a lampshade because ain't no one hiding you, and you're
It's probably
7
Mark
foot frame.
Bustler, and he's coming.
He probably is.
It's Mark Bustler coming to get you.
Boba Fett, where?
There's
know.
Boba Fett.
There he is.
Uh-oh. Okay, we got a salute. Thank you. Okay, all right. These are not the game closets you're looking for. It must have worked. Yeah. All right.
Point right at him. It's right here. He's right here. Right
Yeah.
here. We'll just say it's Kyle's fault. Kyle's sitting right here.
Oh,
Hello, Kyle.
That's right.
You know what, Kyle?
So next year, Brian, does that get you excited seeing all those games over there? That, like,
Oh, yeah.
bringing your controllers in here.
No,
Next-
it'll be great. I mean, like I said, that's a great addition there, and again, just it'll be interesting to see how people take to that for next year.
Oh, they're gonna love it. They're gonna love it. The work you do is outstanding. so.
CGC, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They were all over it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Like every time we looked over, because we could see like right over to from where we're sitting
Right.
at the table.
Uh-huh.
We could see like everybody was there all the time. So like different options for playing different games. It's really cool.
Accessibility,
So,
everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. These
Thank you.
guys I seen here, the Ask About the COVID. Let me see here. Ask About the COVID game.
Ask about the COVID game.
So I don't know.
I played that once.
I played the COVID game for 4 years.
It didn't go too well for me. All right, we got a card
I
here.
got a card. Let's see it here.
I'm not touching that. No.
No. Lick it.
Was it scratch and stiff? All right, I'll look at it. All right.
Keep the
Got
card
another
6
one.
feet away.
All right. Enter to win the COVID game is from Partners Best Games, and we're looking forward to it. And the cool thing about this card is it also disappears.
Nice.
Whoa. Interesting.
Not
So on that note,
unlike COVID, right?
yeah.
So is it an indie downloadable title?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Ask about it.
So-
what's the best way to search for it? I guess through Steam or. Oh, how can we find it?
How can we find
Like
it?
outside of the scanny. There we go. Oh,
Partnersbestgames.com.
Okay, Partners
Okay.
Best Games. Okay, perfect. Awesome.
Okay, very
fun.
cool. We'll have to check that out.
Awesome.
We weren't sure if you were like cosplaying or whatever, but then I saw when you walked over there, I saw the sign that said about a game, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting.
Well, I want to know if the sequels are going to be Monkeypox game and then Ebola game.
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
Yeah, Bird Flu is pretty good. I don't know.
I want to play those too.
Yeah.
But this one's first because you have to learn to play that one.
So is it Steam? On Steam? No.
Tabletop? Nope. Nintendo DS. I'm running out.
It's your own respiratory system. I think that's the game. You just gotta.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. There.
Cool.
All right. Cool. Little guerrilla marketing, if you will.
Yeah,
I love
that
it.
works.
Love to see it.
I'm going to scan that QR code.
Go scan it.
Right now?
Well, I don't care. You could just do it from. All he has to do is turn
Yeah,
around and
I'll
you just scan it.
But then your phone will get COVID.
Turn around. I want to scan your
At least it's
back.
his phone.
You'll get a virus. Yeah, at least it's yours.
Let's see how
I'm gonna
creepy
take
I
myself.
can be.
Gonna take myself off the network here.
Hell's bells.
You know, I made a COVID Nintendo game. I coughed into it, so every time you blew into it to play it, it'd come right back at you and get you COVID.
It's a picture of my ex-wife. What are you doing here?
You know, just for you.
Oh, look at that.
There you go. Got it.
Yeah, he's got it pulled up there.
All right.
All right, we're gonna have to check that
Partners
out.
Best Games.
Very cool.
Ask him about the COVID game. There you go.
Partnersbestgames.com.
The COVID game fun game night for family and friends. Come on over, cough into your armpit, and no, that's not what you said. Coronavirus has dominated the headlines and altered our lives in 2020. One day, hopefully today, we may be able to look back and be nostalgic about the experience. This card and dice game is an easy-to-learn and fun way to re-experience the elements of the pandemic while staying in your socially isolated bubble, or not. As always, your goal in a pandemic is to interact with others without getting infected, to flatten the curve, to gain herd immunity, or more importantly, to survive. The COVID game, fun for game night for family and friends.
Very cool.
Hey, if our producers over there, you want to pull it up there on the screen, the little my screen capture, you should be able to see it up there on the TV.
Okay.
I think it's input
Interesting.
number 5.
Yeah.
They got it. They said. So
Cool.
that's pretty cool. $29, you can get it for family fun. Now, let me zoom in on it there.
Very nice looking.
Pretty interesting concept, yeah.
There you go. It's one of the things about the Pittsburgh Gaming Expo. It's not just video games. It's also
That's right.
card games, tabletop games, dice games, all these other interactive experiences, too. So,
Very cool.
Absolutely.
and nothing much more. It's funny to say the word interactive and COVID in the same sentence, but,
Well, there's one thing I'd like to thank them about, because, of course, we have the nice people from Spectrum Fudge over there,
Hey.
and they've been giving us
Thank
all
you,
these
guys.
nice free
Appreciate it.
samples. So thanks for not giving us the free samples of the COVID.
it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Thanks, guys. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
You can share it with your friends and family.
Well, actually, he gave it to you.
Oh, there you go. See? That's why I'm out of it.
He gave it to Scott. Scott touched it first. So.
Okay, perfect.
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up here in just a few minutes. Anything final that you want to say?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm hungry. Let's eat.
Okay.
Good answer.
Yeah,
I
and
second
can't wait
that.
to see everybody tomorrow. Come on down. If you haven't come down here yet, come on down to the convention center
Yeah.
and see the final day of PGX 2024.
It's going to be a long day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, actually, it'll be
It'll be
shorter
short
than
day.
today. But it'll be a long day the rest of the night tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what will make it a long day tomorrow. But
It'll be a
Sunday's
long day.
always my people. Like, what have you picked up so far? It's like I do all my shopping on Sunday. Those are the deals day.
True.
So I'm waiting. I'm waiting until
True.
tomorrow, and I'm going to be hitting up all these tables. I'm not going home empty-handed. That's for sure. So
I'm just really looking forward to making fun of your daughter's boyfriend. That's all. I mean, I made fun of him and I made fun of your son. It was good fun. 2 weeks ago.
Landon's not even paying attention to you. He's over there playing his Switch.
I'll fix him.
Oh, no, he's opening Pokemon cards. I'm sorry.
that's right. He's opening those COVID
Nah,
cards.
they're
Over there ripping packs.
they're
That's
good
right,
kids, even though
Oh, my daughter, the producer, they're telling us we have 8 more minutes.
Oh,
8
Keep
more
going.
minutes.
8
Let's
more
keep
minutes.
vamping.
Keep going.
Want me to dance?
No, please don't.
Okay.
Please don't.
But speaking of, I was thinking about that, Brian, with your custom controllers and the things that you can do, and my love for typing of the dead. You know that scene in Big where Tom Hanks is playing on the giant steppable piano?
Oh, yeah.
Could you make a keyboard like that?
That'd be awesome.
So you're like typing of the dead, but you're dancing like river dance to kind of hit these keys when you're shooting these zombies. Yeah.
Don't tempt him. He might do it just to
No,
see
I know
you.
he could.
Just
If
to
anybody,
see you do
anybody
it.
could, it's Brian. So a lot of options.
Oh,
If
no.
you're looking for the
Definitely
COVID
could be a
game, guys, they
possibility.
went that way.
There goes Alex.
All right. Yep. Oh, Alex on the road.
Clean up on aisle 3.
If only he was a witch, he could have just rode that broom in. He had to carry it with his hands. That's too bad. All right.
But you know what?
Taking
If
care
he
of things
does
here.
make it, he's going to want you to demo it.
Well, I'm down for that. Trust me, I was a DDR wizard in my day, and when I say my day, I mean 25 years ago. So I might be a little bit out of step, but I don't know if my knees can hold up anymore. But I'll do the best I can anyway.
When you were doing it, did you have the blue mohawk at the time?
I did. Yeah, that was the era.
Are there photos?
Yeah, no, there's photos of me with blue spiked hair, and I had blue dreadlocks for a little bit. I had the white boy dreads, So
No, but on a DDR machine.
oh, you know what? There is a photo of me out there. Did I have blue hair? I did. I had blue hair, and I'm wearing a Hot Topic fake silk, I think, Transformers shirt on a DDR pad.
I wanna see this.
in like 1999 or something like that. I'm sure I'll find it.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I was really
You did.
really white. Oh yeah.
You're setting yourself up. You know he's going to do something to this.
No, I'm okay.
No,
with
no,
that.
no. I mean,
I know what I'm rocking with. Come on now. There's another time.
He did it all himself in 1999.
I did.
He doesn't need my help.
Nobody told me to. It was before social media. I did it on my own because that was just me at the time, I guess.
we were thinking about, because we have a panel tomorrow. So I signed my wife, my daughter, and my son up. We're going to do digital versus physical.
Oh, okay.
And get
That's a good argument.
and-
Okay.
And get that generation
Sure.
perspective.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
And stir up some conversation. We're going to be doing that on the main stage tomorrow. I think it's at
Oh.
12 o'clock from 12 to 12:45.
All right. Perfect.
So if you guys want to come out and hear the argument, because I have a feeling I'm going to get beat up by my kids on the stage. But
I think
it's
the
gonna be a lot of
audience
fun.
here. I think the audience here has your back when it comes. I'm sure you're taking the side of the side of physical anyway, right?
Yeah.
I'm a physical. My
Yeah.
son, I think I've convinced him, like, he understands physical, but he still likes his digital.
Okay. Yeah. And I don't shy away from digital, but if the
No.
physical exists, I'm getting the physical.
The physical, and because he's collecting, he's doing what,
Okay.
he's probably the only 12-year-old that you know that's, like, actively searching for retro games.
Oh, good.
Like I mean,
love
I'm
to
sure
hear it.
there's other ones out there, but you know what I'm saying.
Sure.
Like, there are not many kids doing.
Oh, you're a
that.
terrible influence. I love it.
So, but now my daughter, she would just rather download a game and play it on her
know
phone,
what?
or
All right,
she doesn't need the disc or whatever.
That's fine.
So I think there'll be a good argument there,
Yeah.
and just try to get everybody's feel for that. But that'll be tomorrow. We're going to be doing that, so we'll have some fun with it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that. And you'll be here in the same bad time, same bad channel.
Yes.
Shopping, hunting. What are you looking for? You got to be finding. You got a list or something, or what are you looking
I
out
bought
for?
a lot of NES.
Yeah.
This guy here, he's got bags.
No,
man.
I always see him with he always has a haul every time I see him walking around the corner,
He's like, "Don't-
digging through games. So, come on now.
I lost my list.
I did get a lot of from these guys over there. Like I said, retro gaming asylum. I got a bunch of NES, like they're $5 games.
Oh yeah. Oh, some of my favorite
But
NES
they're
games are $5
rare.
games.
Like
Yeah.
I don't see them around.
Sure.
Like
Uncommon.
very, very uncommon.
Yeah.
And my strategy for going for the complete set is, even though I have some of the bangers,
Yep.
I'm trying to get the real rare like shovelware of it.
Sure.
Because most of the conventions you go, you'll find a Bonk's Adventure on NES.
Sure.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Not everyone, but
Whether you can afford it or not.
right. You'll find
you'll
Panic
find one,
Restaurant.
yeah.
You'll find Panic Restaurant. You'll find all those the hitters.
Right.
But these ones, some of them, like I go with my list, and I don't find them, man.
Right.
It's like so.
Yeah, and they're not expensive. It's just that
No.
they're just super uncommon. So when you're looking for Mickey and Numberland, or
right, exactly. Or Fisher Price.
or the Fisher Price games.
Can you
absolutely.
believe that's $40 for a Fisher Price game?
Well, there's like 4 or 5. No, let's see. Is there 3 or 4 Fisher Price games? Because there's like there's Perfect Fit.
Yeah.
There is the Firehouse
Perfect
Rescue.
Fit.
Firehouse Rescue is the harder one to find. So
Okay.
yeah, there's a couple of them that are out there. But you
Perfect
just-
Fit, I think, is $40.
Is it really? Oh man.
It is a Fisher Price game.
Well, you do anything for your kids.
I have an idea for an all-new expo. It's called Common Con. You bring nothing but common games.
Perfect.
That's it.
I
And-
want to see rows of Silent Service. Man, give me all the Maddens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a
And
big,
there's
big
Alex
one.
hard at work. He's walking
Shovelware
around.
Con.
There he is.
Shovelware
That's
con.
what we need.
That's been my strategy going again, and I know
That's-
you've
it's
been
a- it's a
kinda
good-
similarly
it's a good
doing
idea.
that too as well.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's really hard when you get to a convention and you want to go after all the heavy hitters, but you know deep down it's like you still have to get those.
But you can work your way up. You can trade up for those ones.
You can.
You don't have to worry about. That's the other thing is too. Like you don't dip into your own bank account to buy these games. You trade up,
Yeah.
or sell stuff and then use that money
Yeah.
to put it back into the economy. The
Wait,
retro gaming.
John, are you saying we should resell?
Yes,
You're going to have all.
selling is a part of collecting. You're using that money to buy the things that you need without using your own money because you still got to pay you got kids to feed. and
No,
all
I
that.
agree with.
I got me to feed. What am I talking about?
So, I told these guys this story. I bought the Fallout at a pawn shop for $1 for PS4,
Oh, okay.
but it was sealed. So during the TV show when it came out, it was up to $84 sealed.
okay.
Okay, so they had 5 of them there. Bought all 5. I kept one, sold the other 4, and bought my Neo Geo CD for $12, complete in box.
Hey, that's a good. That's yeah, there you go.
That's what I did.
That's a good hustle. I'll take it. Yeah, good call.
I didn't know they were sealed games, so it's like, well, I'm not leaving them at a pawn shop. I don't care if they're worthless. They're
yeah.
sealed.
You're rescuing them.
That's right. So
Yeah.
I bought it, and that's how I did it. But now I'm down that road. Now I got to look at Neo Geo CD games.
And
You
Neo Geo-
only did it to yourself.
And that is uncommon. You don't see a whole lot of Neo Geo
No,
CD games
sure
at
don't.
conventions. So,
Really don't.
but when you do, you'll.
he has some over there.
Oh well. Of
He's
course.
the only one.
Of course he does.
Scott said to me, he's like, "Did you know he's Neo Geo CDs?" A little bit out of my price range right now, but he has them, so we'll give it to him.
There you go.
We'll give it to him. So
I
very
think
cool.
we're getting the time look.
Oh,
over
are
there.
we getting? Oh, he's like, okay. I told him to hold me accountable.
Yeah.
We'll do it. Guys, go ahead, John. If they don't know where you're at and they live under a rock,
Fair enough. My name is John Riggs, and my YouTube channel is also John Riggs or John Blue Riggs. We were talking about my blue hair. That's where the name came from. John Blue Riggs on all socials. Hit me up anytime. I'm retro gaming nostalgia. That's what I talk about.
All right. Video Game Voter on YouTube and all social media platforms.
Easy.
Dr. Scott on Game Closet. It's a comedy video game shenanigans with me and me and me sometimes because you might see my clones all together. So it's kind of fun.
That's true.
Yeah.
And you can find what I do at www.bdretromods.com, and there's links there for my social media channels.
Yeah.
And I just want to thank the lovely folks that are sitting here listening to this banter. We appreciate you guys for stopping in.
not you, Kyle.
behind you.
Minus Kyle. No.
They're looking behind their shoulders. It's like, no, you directly.
We appreciate you guys coming out.
Thank
Stay
you.
tuned for more. We'll be back tomorrow early in the morning, probably 11 o'clock, 11:30-ish, for the final day of Pittsburgh Gaming
It's gonna be a
Expo.
good time.
Keep it buzzing, guys.
Yeah.